Welcome back to my channel and this pile I have on my desk. Today I will be filming blocks of the month from the Farm Girl Vintage block of the month that I got. I don't want to say how long ago. Over a year ago from Stitch in Heaven. So this bag right here is where I'm keeping the blocks that they sent me. Sorry, I have a precarious pile right here that I haven't done yet. I just realized as I was looking through that I am missing some. So I will be doing it. This is what it'll look like. It's the sampler. So this is the sampler that I'm making, and the kits come. It's all 6-inch squares. So that's what the sampler is. Here are the blocks I have completed. Again, all 6-inch squares. Some are, a little bit special. She needs her legs on. I'm missing right now, which is funny because I made it. I remember making it, and I think it's in a TikTok video, but where is it? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm missing the thread block, Grandma's kettle, Grandma's quilt. For whatever reason, those are not here made, or I can't find the fabric for it either. So that's okay. I have a really nice stash of Lori Holt. So I, in fact, will be able to... I did cut a bunch of blocks. I have 2 in here, and I will just make them. Y'all, I'm just trying to sew. I don't even know what made it on camera, so I'm just gonna start kind of over. Anyway, I was talking about Stitch in Heaven and how I don't... She's back. It's great. Anyway, so with Stitch in Heaven, this is what you get. Little squares, which is fine, but there's no room for error. So if you miscut, you miscalculate, you're not gonna be able to get a second piece out of it. So I think I paid $35 a month for it, which overall isn't the worst, but for the amount of fabric, I wasn't super happy with that price. But you do get the backing, which is nice. It's the whole quilt, so not just the top, but you get quilt backing, and you get the whole finishing. So like essentially I'll be able to finish this whole quilt theoretically when I'm all done. So that's what's nice about it, but you do pay for that. They do have pre-cut ones too, where they're pre-cut kind of like cotton cuts to the size, and those are more expensive, I found, because I was gonna do the quilted scarecrow, and sorry, I had to reach. I was gonna do the quilted scarecrow, but it wasn't at the time that I signed up. It was a regular one, and then they switched it to pre-cut, and it raised the price pretty significantly. So I said no thanks, and they just refunded my money and called it a day, which was fine. But like I said, not one of my favorites. I feel like the pricing is very expensive, and that's just personal preference. But like I said, it is nice because they do, you don't have to worry about it. It's there, it comes, and end of story, right? Like no big, no foul. But I probably won't use... I haven't used them since I did this quilt, so I probably won't. I probably won't again. Anyway. Overall, though, it was an okay experience. I didn't get my finishing... Not my finishing. Well, I guess it's a finishing. But this part right here. So you get... They send you the border, and then also... I'm trying to figure out where I'm at frame. This flying geese unit. So, in the cornerstones. So you get all of this, but they didn't get it in the mail. And I was like reaching out to them, and they weren't answering. People were on the Facebook. There's a whole Facebook group for it too. They weren't answering, and people were mad because other people were also missing their kits as well. And they were like, what's the deal? Why aren't anybody answering? And then like I emailed, people called. It was like a huge mess. I don't know what happened, truthfully, but they wound up resending me my kit. So that was pretty decent. I didn't think that was, terrible at all. So lots of companies would have been like so sad, but anyway. But I know I made this one. I know I did. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it made. I remember the fabrics it was in. I'll probably find it later. I'll just put it on the back. It'll be fine. But anyway, if I find it in time. And I know I have the other kits. I just don't know where they are. Who knows? But you get, with this one, with the Farm Girl, I know I get like 6 a month. I think it was a 10-month program. And I wound up with like 6 a month. 6 blocks a month, which wasn't too bad. And if I'd have kept up with it, it probably would have been okay, but I did not keep up with it. And here I am. I don't know how many years later. But I was watching the Fat Quarter Shop's live stream. I'm behind. I work, so I did that one wrong. Shoot. I was watching Fat Quarter Shop's live stream last night, and she was talking about because I also get the Sew Sampler. So if you don't get the Sew Sampler, it's pretty decent, I find. But anyway, she was talking about how she, because they include a block of the month in every Sew Sampler kit, and it makes a quilt at the end, obviously. And this one is called Flowering. That's currently going. Last one was called Peaceful Baskets, which I have all of them for. I'll just edit that out. Let me see. Okay, there, you can't see it there. So anyway, she was saying how those are good to keep, even if you're not going to do them right now, because when you go to like a retreat or something, you can take them with you. And this is a really great video, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't know what recorded and what didn't, so might just pop in the middle. Who knows?
Can I just, you know what, get out. If you're gonna take this thing, get out.
I'm not gonna eat. No, there's the baby one. Here we go. Anyway, she was saying that you should, save those, because then you, oh, I'm real smart. I forgot to cut the other halves of these. Oopsies. Well, I'm gonna have to go do that. So I only got one of each one. Jeez Louise, I'm a real genius, guys. Okay, well, I got this half. Anyway. We'll move on to the next step, and then I'll be back. All right. So I'm sending my daughter to go pick up the fabrics that I've missed, so I can continue on. This is a quick block. This block doesn't take very much, which is nice, because that's how a lot of them are. Like, a lot of these in the Farm Girl Vintage are not. They do not take very long. Probably longer to cut than to sew. I'm going to be honest. So, and I was able to make something do, because I do have a lot of Lori Holt fat quarters. I have a bunch of fat quarters because I'm in the Happy Little Stitch Shop Fat Quarter Club, and they have, and I get like 10 fat quarters a month, and so I have a ton, and I'm able to just make up. The only ones that I have a hard time with are the browns, because she doesn't make as many browns, or maybe I'm just not getting as many browns, so those I can definitely snatch from my autumn collection. I couldn't think of the word. Anyway. So I will never stop talking about how hot that iron is, because I literally feel like the Men in Black whenever I touch it, and I'm like, my little fingers. Yes, ma'am. Here you go. Thank you. If you've ever watched any, like, there's no, for the record, there are no fabric requirements for this quilt, like a traditional one, because she literally uses her scraps. She has it on her channel. She talks about how she cuts her scraps and whatnot. She cuts her fat quarters like almost immediately. She does have bolts, obviously, because she makes her own fabric. And this is the white. I don't know what they used, but I have Cloud, which is the base of all of her white backgrounds. Riley Blake's Cloud. So that's what I'm using on mine. Is the Riley Blake Cloud. That's fine. That's the cut strip. And so that's what I'm using too. Anyway, Peabody's upset because her sister is not coming over. She wanted a haircut, and her sister is a hairdresser. So anyway. So now we have to cut these guys. I gotta be right back.
You never heard this.
I don't think so.
I sent you all those TikToks.
Oh, I have heard that song.
Yeah. But I know.
Alright, so I'm back, and these are all cut. And ready to go. Like I said, this is a real easy peasy, lemon squeezy type of vlog. Bless you. Yeah, that's why I have it. Or that's why. Well, that's not why I have it. I just gotta make sure I'm cutting it right. Because knowing me, as I did the last one, if y'all recall, I have a tendency to do it wrong. But anyway, I did have all of these fabrics in-house. Ooh, I don't know about you. Had all of these fabrics in-house, so I was able to just DIY it with what I had. Let's see how that turns out. Because I have enough Lori Holt.
Be a young boy.
I have enough Lori Holt. Too much. How about, that's my trash can. I have a little trash can right there. Also, this orange one is like starched to the heavens, so the rest are not. I play a dangerous game with my scraps because some are starched, some are not. That's just how it is. Oh, but anyway, I think I was talking about Lori Holt and how this doesn't have any fabric requirements. So essentially, she doesn't For this one, she didn't put fabric requirements because she literally uses her scraps. She says it in a lot of videos. She's like, I just use my scraps. So when she gets a fat quarter, she will cut it into strips, and then she puts those strips into bins, and then she uses her bins to cut squares in order to do a lot of her quilts so that she can have a, and it's not a bad process. I've actually started doing it kind of sort of myself, where I have a bunch of I don't necessarily cut everything into strips, but I will put my pieces. I follow the same rules that she does, the sizes that she keeps. So I have like 7.5 inch squares, I think 5.5, 5, 7, 5. She does this 7-inch square. I'm real happy she's back. Been fantastic. Anyway, I keep the same size scraps, that she does, and then I bought these like shoe bins from Target. They're clear, and that's what I keep my squares and sometimes strips in. So, and then right now when I was looking for scraps, I was like, oh wow, I could actually do what she does because it made sense. So, I mean, it's a great system, honestly. But yeah. Anyway, anyway, so these are all done. So now there's a matching pair for each. I got 2 under there. I gotta finish that one. I don't know. Ooh, I gotta resew because that started terribly. Okay. But anyway, that's she has a whole video. I think it's the first video in her sew your scraps or sew your use your scraps video or something like that. She has a whole video on it, how she uses them and how she cuts for them and stuff like that. So if you're interested, you can definitely, go check it out and see what it's all about. But she talks about it in that video, the sizes that she cuts and how she stores. I know since she moved houses, I think she uses different bins too. But I still use that same bin method that she uses. It works. I have a little bookcase downstairs in my actual craft space, where I keep like some of that stuff. So I did it wrong, guys. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't catch that when I was doing it. You would have thought. Thank God I didn't iron it. That would have been an awful time for me. Oh yeah, these are mine. These are my old keychains. Okay, let's try this again. So anyway, if you're interested in stuff like that, I thought it was pretty interesting to see, and it kind of does change how I store my scraps and the sizes that I keep, because like when I cut stuff here too, I cut it based on like what size scraps I have, obviously, or like my quilts on the sides projects are, oh, these are supposed to match up. Oh well. It is what it is. It'll be fine. But anyway, I like this quilt on the side, this spare change. No, it's not spare change. Checkerboard chain I got something stuck there. Anyway, this checkerboard chain quilt I am doing is because of the size of scraps. That's what I have, and that's what she recommends. Anyway, there you go. I'll try to link it down below, or rather my editor will link it down below. So we'll get that going so you guys can maybe catch them. And of course, if you have questions, I'll do my best. The one fabric I wish I could get is the chicken tracks. I think they reprinted it, but I don't know for sure. I feel like buying some because I think it would be a cute one. But I did also get the there we go. That's better. I wound up getting putting down for the, what is it called? Farm Girl Vintage 2, but she's using Farm Girl Vintage 1 and 2 blocks. So it's a Fat Quarter Shop. Fat Quarter Shop has a quilt kit that they're coming out with in her newer fabric lines, I think, and they're going to basically make a sampler from 1 and 2. So you have to have you already have to have the books. I do. I have the books. This book I got for Christmas a couple of years ago when I started this from my coworker. She bought it for me. She was very sweet because she had bought it, and I was telling her I was going to get the block of the month, and then you get the book. So that is probably one thing about them too, is you do get the book when you do Stitch in Heaven. They'll send you the book. So I called them up or I emailed them and I was like, oh, hey, actually, I don't need the book. My coworker bought it for me for Christmas, and they kind of gave me a little, on the first month, you don't pay as much if you tell them you have the book. So I was like, cool. But my husband bought me Farm Girl 2 in Christmas. So I do have those. I have a Christmas kit too. That's like the most disgusting part of this whole thing. I gotta do that one too, Vintage Christmas. So, but anyway, I have both of those books, so I'm excited to do that one. I'm pretty sure I put my reservation down for that. So I will be getting the fabric for that one. That's exciting. Technically, I guess I have enough. I'm supposed to be doing Gentler Times. Not supposed to. I'm waiting for my Gentler Times, the sheep one from Fat Quarter Shop. That's supposed to be shipping soon. They haven't shipped yet, so I haven't paid for it yet, obviously, because I haven't shipped it. But they said it should be coming soon. I know there's a delay with everything going on, so. And I also put down a reservation on Quilted Farm Girl. So there's that. She looks cute. I want to do that. I did actually call, because I have the patterns for the Quilted Witch and Quilted Snowman, and I had called, or I think I chatted with Fat Quarter Shop and was like, do you guys ever like kit if I already have the pattern? Like, can you guys make a kit for like the Quilted Witch, but not without me buying the pattern? And they were like, we can talk about it. So she put a note in my file, which was very sweet of her. So I might do those because I do want to get the snowman and the witch. Like I said, I have the patterns. I just don't have the fabric. There is a place in town that sells Lori Holt locally, so I could go there. It is Ryan's Sewing. So I could go there and probably kit it, because truthfully, Fat Quarter Shop doesn't upcharge for their kits. So they do off-base stuff for what they have. Anyway. Okay. So this one goes like this one goes like that. I don't know if you guys can see. This one goes up and down. Okay, so let me pull this off. This, like I said, this is my quilt on the side, so it's called the I keep wanting to call it. It is checkerboard chain. I don't know. Let me Google. Hold, please. Give him a ring a ding and see. Have your dad do it then. Okay. Oh. Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties. All right. It was not difficult. It was teenage difficulties, is what it was. Okay, so again, I think that's correct. Let me pull this off. Watch me, I've not been sewing this whole time. Just joking, I have. Okay. Oh, and I did a count today of what I needed. I need 97 of the 2-inch squares and 98 of the 1.5-inch squares. So I have 60, I don't remember, 60 something exactly of the 2.5-inch squares, and I have 71, I believe, of the 2-inch, 1.5-inch. Oh my god, 1.5-inch squares and 2.5-inch squares. Anyway, I have more of the little ones than I do the big ones. And so then after that, then I just need to put the border around and I can start putting it together. And then these guys go together, and then I'm going to make sure that I line this up with the dude. Okay. And I think these all get a border of some kind. I will say, I think I have enough fat quarters for Farm Girl Vintage 2 to make one of those. So, because I have a ton. I've been a member of that Fat Quarter Club for like 2 years, I want to say. So, I'm pretty sure I have enough for it. Okay, so this block is done. I'm gonna iron it up and show it to you guys. Hopefully these will be short little videos that can go up pretty quickly. We'll see. Letting that rough. That metal seam is white. There we go. Isn't it cute? I'll put it here with the collection. Alright, so that was the Cool Threads block and the Farm Girl Vintage. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!